Okay, so the third assignment notebook is about census, right? This is the United States Census data. In the data set, we have 131,000 records, right? And each record is actually a census respondent, right? And each column is actually the respondent's answer to the question item inside the census questionnaire. So we have 14 columns corresponding to 14 questionnaire items, and their definitions are listed here. One of the trouble in the census data is that it will have a lot of missing data, what we refer as NA in programming. NA might be not available, and it might be not applicable. Either way, it is quite troublesome to handle NA when you are doing data processing. So in this notebook, we will learn how to detect NA and how to handle NA when we are doing data processing. Maybe the simplest way to detect NA in the data frame is to do a summary on the data frame. Now, as you can see here, that if there are NA inside some data columns, like the metro area code, it will show the number of NA here, as you can see here. But detecting NA in this way has a problem. If the data column is of character type, it will not show the NA at all, right? Let me say it again. Detecting NA with summary has a drawback. It cannot detect the number of NA in the character string data columns. Therefore, a better way to detect NA inside a data frame is to use the isNA function code and then pipe the output into a column sum, as you can see here. So you can see the number of NA very clearly and very systematically, right? Metro area code, marriage, education, as well as employment status and industry. As I say, NA could be not available, and it could be not applicable. In this notebook, there is an example. For example, marriage is not applicable to the respondent who is younger than 15 years old. So this type of systematic NA actually would carry some information. It's not the same as the randomly occurred, not available type of NA. One of the trouble of NA is that if one of the elements in the expression has an NA, for example, demarriage has a lot of NA inside, right? Now, in this expression would always be evaluated as NA, right? Let me say it again. If any one of the object inside expression has NA, that expression would always be evaluated as NA. So to get rid of this problem, we usually have to put a NARM equal to true inside the function, right? NARM means remove NA before calculation. So one way to get rid of the NA trouble is to put the NARM equal to true inside the function code. Besides handling NA, in this exercise, we will also learn how to combine data table, how to merge data frames. In the data set, we can see that we have two columns, country of birth code and also the metro area code. These are the code of the metro area and the country, right? In order to get the name of the country and the name of the metro area are actually kept in two separate data tables, metro and country. Okay, so let's read in and take a look at these two tables. So in this country table, as we can see, there is for each code we have a country name, right? And in this metro data frame, for each metro code, we have the name of the metro area. So if we want to know the metro area name and also the name of the country of birth, we will have to kind of merge the country table and metro table in a table lookup fashion, right? We need to merge these two tables into the data frame so that we can see the name of metro area and the name of country of birth. The spewing function merge would help to merge the metro data frame into the D data frame, okay? By in a table lookup fashion, right? So it would try to match the metro area code here with the metro code here, right? And if there is the match, it's gonna pull the metro area name into the D data frame. If there is no match, then it would put a NA, it would put a not available in the data column metro area. Okay, so let's execute this command and see how it works, right? Remember, after I execute this line of code, within the data frame D, there will be a new column called metro area, right? See, there's a new data column called metro area. Well, actually, there are many different ways of merging data frame. But for beginner, in this notebook, we only want to demonstrate the concept of merging table, right? And in case that the key does not match each other, merging table could produce NA. This is the only two things that we want to learn in this notebook.